What's up, YouTube? Sploosh here, and I'd like to get into the mix here. There's people creating videos non-stop talking about Modern Warfare 3, and I recently printed out all the perks and kill streaks, and I watched some of the recent videos that people have been making showing, like, I don't know if it's leaked or not, but footage of all the perks and kill streaks. And I've been thinking about it. And after watching probably about 12 videos where people discussed Modern Warfare 3, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of things people are complaining about, I kind of agree with, or I see their point. And I think the easiest one to mention is the Assassin perk. I mean, let's be honest, right? If you rename the Assassin perk to I Like Men, there would probably be some people that not use it just because of that, and they'd be kind of embarrassed when you call them out in their channel, and they're running around with a perk called I Like Men. But they didn't call it I Like Men, they actually called it Assassin. So I know myself, when I was like 12 years old and the idea of being assassin was kind of cool, I probably would have really got excited about that. And they might as well just gone further and called it like Ninja Assassin or Robot Ninja Assassin. I mean, because apparently they want everyone to use Assassin, right? Now, I'm not going to dwell too much on the perks because that's not the thing that I think is the most annoying part of the game. If you hear me ruffling, these are papers in my hands here. Perk 2 tends to be, I guess, where the best perks are, so the option other than Assassin would be Blast Shield, which is like Flak Jacket and Black Ops. It makes you kind of not immune to grenades, but you can take a beating from grenades, which is pretty cool. But you can tell from watching the perks that they actually intended the perk 2s to be based on the game mode you're playing. For example, if you're playing like Search and Destroy, surprisingly people might not use Assassin, even though with the heartbeat thing that could be questionable too. But I kind of think like they were hoping people would use Quick Draw, maybe. That's just me. I don't even know what they're thinking with Hardline. Like, with kills being the way they are, up like in the 18s and the 15s, that extra one with Hardline, I don't know. Basically, I think Assassin and Blast Shield in like a domination game is going to be kind of an obvious choice. Quick Draw is really an interesting choice. I'm thinking Search and Destroy, or even you know what? Maybe Quick Draw will be like an MLG perk, because usually they ban other perks. Like, for example, Assassin might even be banned, Blast Shield might be banned in MLG. So maybe that's where Quick Draw fits in. But moving on, the point I'm trying to make here is they obviously kind of had a 50-50 with Assassin and Blast Shield. They must have just written off Hardline. They must have realized that Quick Draw wouldn't make sense unless you're in an MLG situation. And overkill is something I'm going to get to. But anyway, a lot of people are going to probably use Assassin. And then moving on, you look at like Assault kill streaks versus Support. And I think the idea behind Support was that no matter how bad you are, you will get kill streaks eventually, which is good for like mediocre players. But I think the thing they're missing is that a good player is going to get a lot of kills every game. So I probably get 36 plus kills a game, and in a stomping environment where you tend to play with like 3 or 4 party members, like in the video you're watching right now, stacking streaks, like I didn't count, but I bet you there was like 6 Blackbirds in this game. So here's the point I'm trying to make. There is Blackbird in this new game, but there's a few questions. Does Blackbird affect Assassins? Because it is technically called like the Super UAV, and the Assassin perk clearly says in the first line immune to UAV. So does that mean they made the really dumb mistake of making Assassin immune to the Blackbird, or aka Super UAV, at 12 kill streak? If the Super UAV counters Assassin, it would be pretty much a standard for everybody, right? And then usually anybody that knows anything about Black Ops, when you get a Blackbird, it sort of gets you further along. It gets you your dogs or chopper gunner, because it's so easy to kill people when you know exactly where they are on the map. And I understand that the Super UAV was slightly nerfed compared to the Blackbird, but the fact that you can just see people on radar, it's the whole point of the game, okay? So moving on. Then I'm not 100% sure either if the stealth bomber will like get you kills that will boost you up like the assassin streaks. But let's just assume it does, because it just kind of makes sense and I've never read anywhere where a support doesn't get boosts. And honestly, even if it doesn't matter. But the point is, if you have a Blackbird / Super UAV and you can drop a stealth bomber on people, I'm thinking that's pretty good. And if it does amplify you to your next kill streak, then that's really awesome too, right? So then I'm thinking EMP. I gotta admit, if you watch my peanut gallery video, which I'll probably put in the description because I like to pimp my other videos, I thought the EMP was gonna suck, but then I thought about it for like a day, or really like a week at work, just daydreaming. And I thought, first of all, if EMP gets you, like let's say you shoot down a UAV and a helicopter at the same time, I think that's gonna count towards 2 quote-unquote kills. Okay, so in a way, when your EMP's done, it would actually boost you to your next Blackbird / Super UAV or advanced UAV. Okay, so what you're doing is you're creating a rotation. So let's say you're with like 2 friends, and it's you, so 3 of you, and you're all running advanced UAV, stealth bomber, and EMP. What you've got going on is infinite advanced UAV, stealth bombers that are constantly bombing your team, and you're constantly getting EMPs. Alright, now what's the ideal situation with an EMP? The ideal situation with EMP is that one person uses an EMP, and then they all store their kill streaks on the opposing team, and then when the EMP ends, another EMP comes up. So what you got is an ideal circumstance where EMPs can stack and be more powerful when they stack, because now you've got the second EMP might kill like 2 UAVs, 3 helicopters, a Reaper, and like a robot running around shooting. So this draws some serious concerns with me, because you've created a situation where you can get stomped hardcore with infinite EMPs, infinite advanced UAVs, and the stealth bombers are just sort of fluff. Okay, you don't really want to go with low streaks though, because when the streaks rotate, you can hold your EMP longer. So like you get your 18, you have your EMP, and then you got to wait until 12 again to get advanced UAV. But that's actually a good thing, because you're holding the EMP for like that good clutch moment. If you're playing with like other people, you may hold it, but you might communicate with your friend like, hey, I'm just going to EMP because I'm coming up to my next kill streak. Or, hey, you already have an EMP, I already have an EMP, let's just use one now so we keep the cycle going. And even if EMP doesn't affect players, like, with the assassin, how it makes you EMP proof, it really doesn't matter, because if the advanced UAV can be killed by EMPs, that's going to be ridiculous. And, if the advanced UAV can't be killed by EMPs and the guy can see his map, then that would be good for him. But it only backs up my point that everybody that's good is going to use the support kill streaks, because even though it's noobified and everyone gets their streaks, the good players are going to get their streaks twice, maybe 3 times more, because they're getting more kills per game. And there's no threat. If you die, it doesn't matter. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you have the support streaks, if you die, your streak continues. So you can play hog wild crazy, man. As long as you're getting your kills, you're all set. Even if you're just pulling a 2-to-1, most people probably are pulling 1-to-1, so you're getting double them. You're getting it at a faster rate. It's really going to end up being a race to see who can get what they want fast. So in conclusion, you've got a party of badasses going advanced UAV, stealth bomber, EMP. There's nothing you can do to stop them but do what they're doing. Name anything else in this game that is going to counter what I'm saying. Maybe like Specialist, because he's immune to EMP. He can hopefully dodge the stealth bombers. And then we don't know if advanced UAV will see assassins, but I strongly expect it will. But at best, you're like breaking even at best. Alright, and then you even thinking of going assassin, or assault. Thinking of going any of the assault kill streaks is pretty retarded. How about this? You call in your 15, kill juggernaut armor, and I use my EMP when the helicopter's like literally above my head or in a place off the map, and I hit EMP and your juggernaut armor falls off the map. You just turtled or camped your whole game for your 15 kills. Good luck to you. and when you finally get to use it, either I steal it or make it impossible for you to get, or my teammate does it, because we all have EMPs. And if you die at 14 kills, you don't get a Juggernaut armor either. So it's the same thing as if I just EMP'd it. I'm sure Pavlos will go down to EMPs, AC-130s as well. You've got the Osprey Chopper Gunner, but I'm guessing that thing's not EMP proof. We don't know for sure. But so what, you know? Maybe I let you get it, you drop your packages, and then I EMP, and then we all just, you know, dominate you. And what this really means too is, to counter EMP, you're going to have to be an assassin, because if you take anything else, you're not going to be EMP proof, so you're going to have infinitely no radar. Good luck trying to win a game with no radar the entire game. And there's nothing you can do to stop this, because if you kill me, I still get my streaks. All I have to do is get kills. And then throw in, you know, even a friend who like maybe doesn't even have a 1 KD, he's still gonna get an EMP like once a game. 18 kills isn't that much. You know, you're playing domination, it's pretty standard. So I'll just tell my friend, hey, just go with Flak Jacket, put like SAM turret, which looks like a freaking chain gun of anti-air. Go SAM turret, give me a ballistic duffel too. So I'll tell him, yeah, go UAV, ballistic duffel, and SAM turret. Or maybe one of those will make it an EMP too, if we're feeling ambitious. The other thing too is, what if I just went UAV and like ballistic duffel and that's it, right? So I have a 4 kill streak and a 5 kill streak. And what happens if you only have 2 kill streaks, 4 and 5, and they keep rotating over and over? You're probably going to level pretty fast, and you'll have infinite UAV, which again forces assassin. Horrible balance design. And then you can throw your duffels and give me my extra health, or maybe you could go hack to care package and just throw like unlimited hack care packages at the enemy, so they're just freaking out, not knowing what's going on. I wouldn't recommend SAM turret because it's 8 kills, and if you're not a very good player, that's a long way up to get that rotation. And if you're a really good player, it still like slows your rotation. It would make more sense to have basically like UAV, 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 and then like either counter UAV, the Juggernaut thing, or the hack care package. I personally would love to just in a ground war try the hack care package and get like 4 or 5 of them easily, probably more per game without dying, and just throwing them at the enemy side. I mean, you know there's going to be that guy who always opens them, because I'm guessing when the enemy looks at a hack care package, it might have like a fake name. Like it'll say enemy Juggernaut suit coming in, and then it'll drop right in front of you. I mean, the temptation to go up and open it, it's going to be pretty high, you know? So that's my guess. And I just went way long on this, but I just had to get this off my chest. Post comments if you disagree, but I just don't see how anything's going to beat support with good players using it. For crying out loud, even if bad players are using it, they're going to have SAM turrets and extra health and Blackbirds and EMPs or whatever for days. And even if they just get them all once per game, you add that up to everybody on the opposing team. Why would you use the assault kill streaks? I just don't know. I mean, can you imagine if you EMP and you kill like 2 spy planes, a helicopter, a robot, a sentry gun, and a SAM turret? I mean, that's like the equivalent of like 6 kills. So you just went from like 18 kills to already 6 into your next kill streak. Seems kind of crazy, man, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. You keep watching and it'll be fun. Anyone having a good idea for what I could scream every time I EMP somebody? I'm thinking something like denied, or I don't know, get wrecked. I don't know. Tell me what you think. This is Sploosh out.